Is that working? I don't know. Are we up and running? I still don't know. For some reason, I pressed the start streaming button and it didn't start streaming. Which is a problem I've not had before. And it's a really fun problem to have, I think. It's the most welcome distraction from my frayed pre-match nerves. I mean, honestly, as distractions go, it's not the finest. You see, we were meant to be up and running a few minutes ago, but for some reason YouTube has changed the way that it starts live streams now, which is frustrating me no end. Urgh. Oh no, don't do this, Joe Rodon. No, you want to stay. You do. You're good. So, how are we going, Pizurial? Other than terrified of football, which honestly, same, I get that. And I've also got some stuff to work out going forward. Just apply recommended actions. That's fine. Hi mate, it's been a while. It has peacock whites, and it may continue to be a while, because something that I'm considering doing is moving over to the Joe Blackburn YouTube channel for my Leeds United stuff, because various monetization issues on this channel. Got the C virus as well, so not too great. Ah, that's annoying. I would say the name of it, however, I think that is a good way to get your stream angered at the algorithm, so that's never a good idea. But yeah, I don't know, I'm starting to consider making a shift over to the Joe Blackburn channel that I've linked in the description below. If you're not following that yet, please do. Just because it's nice to have a little bit more control over what you're doing, I think. And I would like to be able to take those streams over that general direction if I can. It's a complicated one, basically. But it's good to be able to sort of, like, run your own shit, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Because otherwise, I've lost my tiny, tiny mind. Let's get through the generic contract crap. Leeds loan players have now returned. Did they not buy Greenwood? They had a buy clause for £1.5 million. And they just didn't. Have they genuinely just not bought him? Cody Drame, I said I would put out on loan, see how he did, and then probably sell him. What happens there is a good question. Sonny Perkins scored 10. That's not too bad, but I think he's still someone that we got to sell, really, isn't he? And Kasper Ubanski is someone that we chucked to the Cinch Premiership, said get some minutes, and proceeded to not get those minutes, which is annoying, but that's fine. Once those other loans start coming back, we can really get selling our players. And this is the first time that I'm going to use a poll, actually, in this stream. Because it's an important one. Sign Rodon permanently. Because I think he'd be a good buy. If we have a look at our transfers, we've got 57 million quid, 700k in the wage budget, plus whatever 3 million quid from Bournemouth. Just saying, it adds up. 3 million quid, why not? Yep. Oh, we got some controversy in the chat. Who was it that said that we shouldn't sign him? A Sprilla? We'll probably get that many more appearances, but I don't really care that much. Could get him for cheap. 1 year left on his contract with Spurs. Yeah, I think... Ooh, we're 50-50 in the chat, which is not what I expected to happen today. Why are we 50-50? Who is it that isn't the biggest fan? What other clauses can I buy out? Ronnie McGrath, don't hugely care. That's 40% of his next transfer fee, and I'll just sort of assume that he goes. Can't see it, mate. Ah, I forgot that it's behind me. No or yes. Shit. Guys, we need some consistency here. We need some agreement. Also, I'm just going to spam my other YouTube channel's link in the chat. Just because I could do with you guys all subscribing to that, so I can, like, have some more control over my own content, stuff like that. Be able to, like, monetize the Leedsy stuff, because I'm going to try and make this a bit more generalist, which should be nice. And if you haven't yet, like the stream, because that's much appreciated. It also shits out suggestions for people that are looking to find some content that they like. It makes it more recommended, and that's always much appreciated. Sign Rodon permanently. We now have 7 votes, with more yeses than nos. Oh, this is getting annoying, because I don't know whether or not to sign him. Right. What I'm going to do, the first person to post a message in the chat arguing why for yes, I will read. The first person to post a message in the chat arguing why for no, I will read. And we'll weigh those up, and then we'll make a decision after that. I think that's fair. But I think he would come to about 12 million quid. I don't know about his wages, though. Is he influential in the squad? Doesn't look it. I can't decide. Greenwood wants to discuss personal matters. He wants a new contract. In the meantime, I sort of want to do another poll. Do we keep Greenwood? Good. Next door's dog is screaming its guts out. We love to hear it. Better quality available, plus he's for 100k a week when I tried. Jesus! Okay, yeah, that's... Who would you suggest instead, then? Because it's... I don't know. I know there's better quality around, but I don't know what sort of role he plays in the squad. Is it dynamics? Yeah, social groups. He's not at the club anymore, is he? So he won't be in a social group. Oh, guys, come on. Let's be nice to poor James Justin. He's not in a social... That poor guy. Oh, that's quite sad. Right, if we're looking for an alternative to Rodon, then we'll be able to find someone. I'll end that poll. I think you've brought me round to a probably not with that comment, to be fair to you. I think that makes a little bit of sense. Although I'm keeping an eye on you. If Ben, things get bad, you solely are responsible. Greenwood still wants to discuss personal matters. Do we set some targets? I think we set some targets. He's just angry. Got Mohamed Simakan for £40 million, including add-ons. That's not too bad, actually. Right. So, new poll. This one, I'm just immediately going to take a answer for. Greenwood. What's happening? New contract or sell him? Or do we just let him fester, see what happens? It looks like sell. It's very heavy towards the sell at the minute. What kind of money do we have? Transfer budget at the minute is about 60 million quid. Ish. But it looks heavily sell, and honestly, I think I agree. I'm not going to back down here. We're not going to talk about a new contract until you prove you deserve one. Oh, he's going to let the others know of his disappointment. That's a shame. I don't think he's that influential in the squad, to be fair. He's listed. How many players do we need? That is another really good question. Right, I'm going to get the squad planner. I'm going to go to next season. No, I don't want to copy it over. I want to go to next season. There we go. Right back needs depth. Rasmus will probably be sold. Centre back, probably selling Vuba and Llorente and probably Rocker. Left back, Vuba's already gone. DM, don't know what the plan is for Bate. Right central midfielder, we've covered Rocker. Aronson, he's not got that much more development to do, so I think he's sellable as well. Left wing, Sinistera, gone. He does eat baby pandas. That's a reference that sounds really weird if you've not been here for that long. Sorry about that one. Jack Harrison probably gone, I guess. Right wing, yeah. So we need a few. Is the nicest way to look at that. We need plenty of new signings. We just got to work out who. End of the FFP period. We made a loss of £4.7 million, having been required to lose no more than 15 million. Well, we got away with it. And we don't face a tax bill because I've been leaking money all season. Change to stadium ticket prices. No, let's not push the prices up any further. There's more money, though. Hard to argue against. It's not my problem anyway. Scouting budget. In fact, if I check scouting, we're on world. Okay, that's fine. Not going to add any extra budget into there, just because we don't really need it, to be honest with you. Aronson handed USA call-up. Well, I don't hugely care, because I'm going to sell him. Ongoing focus update. Gabriel Sara is going to be very hard to take, isn't he? Claudio Echeverri was brilliant for me, plus an eye for Evan Ferguson on loan. Brighton don't use him sometimes. Ooh, that's a fun idea. Evan Ferguson. He's not played that much in the Premier League, to be fair, yeah. I think he could be got on loan, if we keep an eye on him. Gabriel Sara, I'm guessing, still doesn't want that move. Although I'll talk to the agent, because... no, he's not that arsed. Just signed a new contract. Fine. Fine, Gabriel, you don't have to come. We would have liked it, but even though we've pushed it for the entire season, it's seemingly not happening this time either. Christensen helps secure European football, as does Llorente. That's nice, they're both getting sold. Angelo named as most promising player. He's not viable, is he? He's on loan from Chelsea. Fortnightly staff meeting. Dive into it, shall we? Sonny Perkins wants a better contract. I want to sell him. So, I'll be honest with you, mate. Not too arsed. Off you go. Sam Greenwood wants removing from the transfer list. He's got 2.5 stars. It's not... Drame, Amiri. Remember to check the 4 teams we talked about last stream. I did a quick search after the last time, actually. So I'm going to have another look at that very soon. Bansky, I'm going to send on a language course because otherwise that's problems. Byram, we didn't give a new contract, so that's fine. Rutter's apparently fallen off a bit, but it's fine. Claessen's gone off a cliff. I think we just sell Claessen. He's already transfer listed. And wanted by 12 clubs. On loan. No, don't think so. I don't think I'm going to loan him. Not when he's only got 12 months on his contract. He's made really exciting progress. No, he's not. He's gone off a cliff. Mateo Joseph has the potential to become a quality player better than Piru. Hjelda's been developing well. Could be as good as Koch. And something about James DeBio. Don't hugely care. Oh, you've got good numbers. He wants money though, lots of it. Sod it, he's good enough. Recruitment analysis has capacity. Does it? It does. And you're quite good, Adam McGuinness. So I'll approach you to sign. These are some big fees. It's because they're already at Premier League clubs earning a shit ton of money. Let's get a good physio, shall we? Fraser McKinney, currently at Southampton, who also got promoted, so that's not going to be possible. Neil Sims, also at Southampton. Oliver Wait at Palace. Okay, that's not too bad. I reckon we can poach one from Palace. Set piece coach positions currently filled. Yeah, all these positions are already full. Right, okay, so scouting. Players, was it in range or search? What was the last one? There we go. This is the one that looks at all of the players that have gotten relegated. There's lots of them, and most of them are quite good. And it gives us a lot of questions to ask, I think. Most of the questions being, can we buy you? Other ones of the questions being, how much will you cost? Yeah, I think ideally we need a better idea of, do any of these have relegation release clauses? Is it cheating to check the editor to see if they've got relegation release clauses? Well, it's not checking the editor, is it? It's under hidden. Is it under hidden? Contract. Clauses. Release. Oh, there we go. Relegation release clause. There is an easy way. I have just found it. No way none of them have relegation clauses. Active relegation release clause. A bunch of them. Okay. I'll set it at a maximum of 25 million. And see who we end up with. But some decent players on that list. Eze's just one. Odson Edward, Adarabioyo, because we do sort of need a centre back. Wanted by Luton, Sheffield United, West Ham. I'll change that to unsure. If there's anyone that's like, I might go. Okay, it looks like all of them that could be interested want to come. It's just the value of the clause that could hold us back. I'll check at 40 million, why not? I'll be honest, Tyrick Mitchell is tempting me. I know he's on the top end of that cost, but he's good. Adarabioyo for 13 million isn't bad. Valentin Gomez, I don't actually know very well, but he's 20 years old. 3-star already. Only played once and did quite well, and he's got decent numbers. Hold on, I'm going to check Echeverry as well. Claudio. He looks fairly good, to be fair. Let's have a look and see if there's a release clause going in. No, there isn't, but let's ask your agent about the availability. We're kind of keen. I mean, I kind of have to for that cost, right? Right, this is going to be another poll. Do we sign Echeverry? Because tempting, can't lie. Hello there, Black Badge. If you missed it, this is potentially going to be the last of the streams on this channel, because I'm considering waddling over to the one with my name on it for Leeds United content. I'm going to keep saying that to emphasise it, because I feel like someone, like maybe a regular, isn't going to click with it. This Donny is someone with a buttload of potential. Will cost us between £5 and £7.5 million, so I'll just offer him 6. And is very cheap on wages, so I think I'm going to go for it. I think it'd be daft not to. Let's make you an offer that you can't refuse, except you don't get to refuse because you're not the club. I'll go to 7 because I really don't want to pay any extras. Accepted. There we go. And then we'll sort other negotiations soon. Eze is tempting to me as well, because he's very good. And he's got a release clause. for 24. And we needed Cole Palmer replacement. Unless Cole Palmer wants to move. In which case, maybe. Right, Echeverry is very interested. Breakthrough prospect wants a loan. I'm not going to give him a loan. I might end up playing him off the bench. 3.8 million. I'm going to take out his yearly wage rise just because I never deal with yearly wage rises. That'll do. Why not? Transfer window's about to open as well. Right, this is going to be a very, very important poll. What's the link? I will pop it in the chat in a second. But first, we have a vital poll. Do we sell all of the loan rats? The link is there. I've just popped it in for you. Because we got to remember, there's a lot of them. And there's a lot of value in that. Ooh, hello, you're quite good, aren't you? 3.5 star with a lot of potential. Centre back that can potentially be a right back. Not much strength, which is bad, and fuck all determination. Feels like problems to me. Okay, yeah, that is fairly comprehensive. We sell the loan rats. Scouting finished. Oh, and Lewis Miley, don't hugely care. Adam Wharton. I think we need a holding midfielder, though. I think a good, sturdy, solid holding midfielder could make a little bit of a difference. Subscribed. Thank you very much, Peacock Whites. Yeah, the idea is I'm going to try and gradually get most of my lead stuff over there now. The watch hours are effectively 0 at the minute. It will take a hell of a lot of work to try and boost that up. But we'll get there. Might take a while, but we'll see. Adam Wharton is intriguing me. What's the general thoughts on Adam Wharton? Because I think he could be quite interesting. But he doesn't play as a holding midfielder, which is really something we sort of need. Leon Bailey would be a terrific signing, apparently. Lewis Bates coming back on loan. Orange Raider says yes. Okay, that's fair. I think he's one that we keep on the short list of players that we could get in until we've got the cash from selling players. Van den Heuvel's work permit's been rejected. Fuck it. Off you go. We don't hugely need you. Those have been sorted out, so that's fine. And we keep on rolling. The issue with the transfer windows in this game is it can take absolutely forever to do all the negotiations. But if you skip through it too quickly, you sort of screw yourself. Peru is an Al Ittihad. It's poll time. It's poll time, ladies and gents. That's not worked. That was meant to be a poll. Give me a second. Start a poll. There we go. We need them to make a bid, but I don't think that's a poll we can really... Not a poll, a bid we can hugely say no to. I'll consider selling him, but only for the right price. Nice middle of the road thing. Why no? It's £50 million. That's Rafinha money. Oliver White, yeah, you can come on in. You're a good physio, aren't you? A good physio whose team just got relegated, so quite desperately wants to move. White completes Leeds move. First Belgian goal for Stroke. Oh, hello. Is it the Euros? Not yet. Okay. I'm kind of looking forward to the Euros. How long are you streaming? I think till 7. I think that's the plan. At least that makes a bit of sense to me. Right, we might have to do what we did with the Rodon conversation earlier. Let me know in the chat which way you voted for and your reason for voting that way. Because I can see the argument for yes, it's 50 million quid. But what's the argument on the no side? What is it that sort of makes you think we should keep him? Because we're keen on signing Paulinho for 62 million quid. Are we? We don't have 62 million quid. We're also being recommended Matt O'Reilly. Okay, this is accurate. Klaassen determined to stay in the Norway side. It's fine, innit? No blood money. I mean, sure. Blood money. But no one really complained when, like, Rodrigo went to Qatar. And let's be honest, if Peru wants to go, Peru will force a move. Because that's how this game works. This game hates you sometimes. No, because we know he can score goals. That is true. It's tricky, isn't it? That was only 3 mil. That's what I'm saying. If anything, we're making blood money poorer, if that makes sense. Transfer window opens in a minute. When do the loan rats come back so I can immediately sell them on? I can't decide. Fernandez Macau has learnt English. Oh, I hope he learns bench. Because having signed him earlier in the season, and he did fairly well in the Championship, but I do not think he's good enough to play in the Premier League for us. It would be a risk. Alvaro Rodriguez? Right, this is just a bunch of wonder kids that we might have some interest in. Aushishe is decent, but he's considered a wonder kid? If you sell Pirro, 70 million plus. Right, I'm going to do another poll. And this is going to be an interesting one, I think. Lowest you sell Pirro for. And then we'll say 50, 60. Because I think I lean towards try and squeeze 60 out of them. But I don't know. We'll go 50, 60, 70, and then we'll see what we think. Because I just feel like there is so much interest around him right now. It's going to be quite tough for us to keep him. Work permit update. Right, and Wosu might need to get minutes. Which isn't good. Right, okay, the majority seems to be 60 million. The transfer window is open once more. Will there be any deals in the coming weeks? Well, I can hope so. Yes, we will sign people in the summer transfer window. What do you think? Dipshit. Right, let's find some bargains then, shall we? I don't mind the look of Valentin Gomez. Fairly reasonable centre-back. But he's not that composed. Tyrick Mitchell could be really good as well. And he's got a release clause going on. Quite annoying, this, isn't it? Sorry, is that a 15-year-old playing for the under-19s? Go on, Gavin. Made an offer for Amari Miller for the end of the season. Go on then. Yeah, why not? Pat Bamford's completed a coaching qualification. Do you think they are willing to make an offer? We can't stand in his way if he expresses a desire to leave, I think is the best way to put that. What position do you feel the squad could do with strengthening in? Where? I'll say striker. Because if Piru wants to leave, then genuinely fucked. At the top of the pitch. Bates returned. Where's the rest of them? Where's the little rat boys? Let's go to the list and see who's recommended. Ooh, Redondo. Young and good. And highly recommended. For 5.6 million quid as a box-to-box. That's not something we can turn down, is it? Start poll. Do we sign Redondo? Yay or nay, folks? Also, if you haven't, just drop a like on the stream. That'd be massively appreciated. Helps it get pushed out after the fact, and that is huge for this, basically. Because it means that there is actually a reason to do these streams, because they pick up a shit ton of views after the fact. Tell Peru he has a contract and he should stick to it. I could tell him he has a contract and he should stick to it. Or, right, I could sign a new contract with Al Ittihad. Right, on the Redondo one, it's currently 50-50, but I'm very much in favour of yes, because he's cheap and he's got low wages, and he probably gets into the first team. So the poll's 50-50, but add a me to it and it's 66-33. And I have the big vote. I've got the big boy vote, so screw you guys. Let's make an offer. 5.5 million quid is absolutely going to get accepted. What else is there? Small costs, very little in terms of problems for us, so I'll just make that offer. Yeah, come here, Redondo. In you pop. I love that there's a guy called Geronimo. Why is he going for free? What's happened? Well, there's no Premier League interest. That I understand. He's not quite good enough. But why is Brandon Williams going for free? What's happened here? Callum Doyle is a City centre-back. Checked Corey is viable, but who knows. Rodon. The gist in the chat seemed to be don't sign Rodon. How did he do for us last season? 7.14. That's why I'm tempted to keep him. Redondo accepted. Fan Debbie Dozy, and I will happily. I'll make him a regular starter. Centre mid as a box to box is fine enough as well. Oh, fucking. Right, come on, Matt Crocker. Let's work it out then. 24.5 with 5 international appearances. It goes to 32. I think that's fine. He doesn't. Can I whack you down to 30? Is that okay for you? Cool. He's got a release clause, but that's not a problem because I'm signing him for 5 million. I can replace him with someone for 30. We are going to use the shit out of South America because all the players over there are way cheaper than they should be. Including this boy, Echeverry. 7 million quid. Currently 2.5 stars, but look at those numbers. Very nice. And is someone that can improve. So let's accept him. First signing of the summer. Harrogate loan offer for Amari Miller. Don't hugely care. Off you go. Honestly, I'm at the point where it doesn't matter really, does it? Pure new contract and put an 80 million release on him. See, at that point, you just might as well not have the release clause. Last one's from me. Top Two of the top wonder kits on the sheet. I forgot about Naipan. I was going to check out Naipan. Oh, he's still at Rosenborg as well. He should be granted a work permit. That's good. In fact, I will have a word with his agent first. We're keen on signing him. He wouldn't be interested in joining. And I can't offer him for a loan. Ben, if you're still here, how did you sign Naipan? How did you make him interested? Because I think you might need to wait till he's 18. But that's in December. No, it isn't. That's his contract. That's in December. I really want Naipan. Doesn't feel that Leeds are the right move for his development, but I'd offer him back. I mean, I'd let him stay on loan for a year. Other one being Valentin Barco. I feel like someone will have signed Barco by now. Spurs. Yeah, there we go. It's annoying because I really want a left back. But the left back is not Barco for us this time. Encoder overloaded. Consider turning down video S. Fan Dabidozi. Thank you so much for that. StreamYard. Not StreamYard. OBS. I have too many bits of streaming software. They've rejected the Naipan move. I'm just going to straight offer them 7.5 million and 10% profit. And I can't do a loan back. But fuck it. Send it. Let's see if that moves them. If it doesn't, I'll be livid. Aston Villa qualified for the Champions League via coefficient. How has that happened? Bonkers. Doesn't make sense. Oscar Wilhelmsson has been playing for Sweden. Completely forgot about Oscar. But he's got potential to grow. What? They just accepted it? It doesn't feel that Leeds is the right move, but we can get in there for when he's 18. I'll declare interest as a top target and I'll offer him a trial as well. Because I want to do what I can to get him on board. Ricardo Solbes wins Best Player at the French Youth Invitational. Ooh, hello, youngsters. Let's have a look at the overview. Who did best in this? Who the hell is Solbes and why are you so... He already plays for Roma. Okay. Calvin Phillips. I'll give Calvin a look. I genuinely wouldn't mind picking up Calvin Phillips. Right. Is it going to show me team of the tournament? Award winners? No. Best top goal scorer, best goalkeeper. Robin Risser was the best goalkeeper. I don't know how to find which, like, centre backs and left backs were best here, but fuck it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Their transfer window's already closed. That's why they don't want to sell him. Makes sense now. Nico Paz is a winger. Echeverry is already at Leeds. Cool. Zach McLean is called with a question. He'd be a huge transfer for the club. You're damn right he would be. Whether or not he comes, different question. They keep rejecting the Naipan offers. Wilhelmsson's played for senior Sweden as well, though, which is good. Let's check out Calvin. Do you want a move, buddy? How are you feeling? Wouldn't be interested in joining Leeds. We'd need to improve our standing. They'd want between 34 and 42 million. Did we try and loan him? Or do we just let him be? Because he is injured again, which is bad. That seems very certain on the loaning Calvin front, so let's make them an offer. Squad may have no more than 2 long-term domestic-based loan players, currently 3. Because the loanees haven't gone back yet. For fuck's sake. Okay. So I need the end of June to come, in essence, before we make a move for Calvin. Tassos Devikas, don't hugely care that much. 10 meetings, yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. We will scout Naipan just to show a bit more interest. Van den Heuvel is out of contract soon, that's fine by me. On-bang on the loan list or Godden, never mind, let's ignore that. Gray is an important player, he's not a regular starter, fuck it. And Nwosu is seen as a backup, but he should be a breakthrough prospect. That I understand, that's fine by me. Echeverry will move up to the senior side. Gray has been improving and improving and improving. Send Echeverry on a language course, that makes sense to me. These meetings always take a little bit longer than you want them to, don't they? That is all meetings, but... And Nwosu wants to discuss personal matters. Yeah, fine. Go back to the original proposal as a backup. He is the second goalkeeper. Redondo has a work permit. Fantastic. What position do you play in? Box-to-box midfielder. In you come. Fuck it. You're good enough. Oh, the dog's lost his mind. I'll be 1 second. Hello? No. No. I've won the argument with the existence of beef jerky. All I had to say was the words beef jerky and he just followed me. Which feels like a win, but it also feels like bribery. Why can't I move my chair? There we go. I mean, it could be the racing wheel that I've got right in front of me. Right, Redondo. Very good player. Squad is now overloaded with players who can play as a central midfielder. Is it? I mean, yeah, but Palmer's leaving. Maatsen leaving. Is Maatsen the left back that we're looking for? I don't know, I'm on the fence. Hello, buddy. Scouting finished on this guy, on that guy. Watara, Barco, who I can't sign. Gravenberch, who I can't sign. Sforza, who I can't sign. Jesus. Oh, the Euros are up and running. England are in a group with Bosnia, Albania, and Sweden. Surely they need to do something good here. Surely. Scouts. I'd like a new recruitment focus, please. Any position from any tactic. Top priority. And just scouting the Euros. Minimum current ability has to be 3 stars, so they definitely improved this side. Scouts assigned. Let's pick the best. Let's go for Steve Hitchin and Gabby Ruiz. I need to sack Iore. I'm going to do 4 scouts for this, I think. which is fine. And analysts, only the best ones. McGuinness, Celador, De Vries, and Anidugby. Confirm. And we are looking for someone to improve the team, basically. Ideally, under the age of 29. Recruitment poker's name is Euros, I think. And that'll do. Transfer and loan. It is the #1 priority at this point. This is where we find out, isn't it? Right. To the inbox. Do we step up the chase for Chris Richards? Because I kind of want Chris Richards, because he's good. But do we sign him? I've just realised that the Calvin poll is still going. So I'm going to end that. I'll start a new one. Anything with KP? There's a little something. There is potential for Phillips. But it's a pretty big but. Why does his face look so chubby? The big but is the fact that we can't do any more domestic loans yet. Which is frustrating, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Who the hell is Duck? And why is he so good? Okay. Let's just purely sort by ability. Joe Paulinho is far too expensive. Anthony Robinson is a little bit tempting, I can't lie. Wanted by Newcastle and Sheffield United, transfer listed by request, but he's 36 million quid. We're in that stage of the window where we don't know at the end of the day what the budget is going to be. And that is a sort of danger fact, really. Leon Bailey removed from the shortlist, fine. Right, in fact, let's check the calendar, shall we? Schedule, calendar. Right, loans end at the end of the month. Change my yes to a no. Why am I changing your yes to a no? Do we not want a centre-back? We need centre-backs. We need centre-backs quite bad. I still can't believe we got 96 points and didn't get automatic promotion. That is a piss take. Oh no, Murray Miller. Oh well. I remember when he was really hyped, but now he's just sort of there. Wilhelmsen. He scored against England. To be fair. Initially disallowed, but sod it. There's better out there. Yeah. Carlos Paniza. A very good scout. Very expensive scout. But if he does good work, then I'm not going to complain. Intensive language course, though. Because ideally knowing the language is good. De Vicus, we're not going to sign permanently. Fuck that. That's a point. Our loanees. Do we have permanent transfer clauses for any of them? Not for Cole Palmer, which is a pain in the arse because he's got another 6 or 7 years on his contract. De Vicus, yes, he's got a release clause, but I don't hugely want to sign him. He scored, but Buonanotte. Buonanotte is a weird one. Didn't hugely impress, but he's good. But at the same time, for 6 million quid more, Eze. Ian Matson, I don't think I had a clause with Matson. No, okay, that's fine. Matson, I don't think played enough to be worthwhile anyway, I don't think. Right, inbox, offers made for Ailing. It's fine, he's out of contract. You guys said to let him go out of contract, so we shall have no complaints about the fact that Ailing is on the way out. That was your decision, not mine. Hold on, I need to move the mic. So you might hear some rumbly noises. There we go. Wales versus Scotland in the Euros is so weird to me. They should really both be getting out of that group as well, but they're not gonna. Unless... Probably not. Spain and the Netherlands are through. Belgium have flopped. No, not yet. They still need to play. Okay. France, Portugal, Serbia, Switzerland. That's going to go however everyone expects, I think. Sweden, what's happening, lads? You're basically out. Who do England have left to play? Bosnia. So, in theory, if Sweden batter Albania by enough goals, England beat Bosnia, Sweden are through. It's going to take a hell of a swing, but technically doable. Gruev had an okay match. Stroke wants a new contract, that's fair. That's definitely fair. And he's someone that I am quite scared of losing. So I'm just going to give him it. Very keen. 55 to 67 is fine. It wants a minimum fee release clause for clubs playing in the Champions League of 56 million quid. Right. I'll say the demands sound fine, and then I will try and push it as high as I can in the negotiations. Yes, you're an important player. You will stay an important player. This is going high. This I want 80. And then lock it. Relegation release clause, I'm not going to change that just because that makes things a little bit trickier. But I don't mind that contract. 68. I can do 65. I can do 66. You can do 66. Okay. That's an £80 million release clause. I don't mind that. Just got to hope that he doesn't get good enough to be worth it. Domagala rejects Man City. Really? Okay. Okay. No, I'm not going to complain. That's fine. Not a problem for me. We sit top of the championship sponsorship table somehow. Oh, yeah, it's the championship. We've managed to increase in stature since last season. Wolves have taken a decline. That's because they got relegated. And we've got a recruitment meeting coming up where we will have a lot to discuss. Van den Heuvel's contract is going, but that's fine by me. Is Terry Potter any good? No, Terry Potter I'm just going to let go. Bye, Terry. He's a decent enough physio, to be fair. But I can get a better replacement. Van den Heuvel will get picked up by Doncaster or something like that. Sinistera will get immediately sold as soon as I can. Championship signings of the season. Let's keep in mind I got Cole Palmer in on loan, shall we? Never mind, Philly Jean is not my lover. Rule change for the Premier League. That's just an update on the dates. And in theory, that's the end of that first season. Right, we can boost our transfer budget here, but it would make me, in theory, sackable. So it's time for one more poll, I think. More money or more expectations? Question mark. Because I think another like 7-8 million quid is very useful to have in the coffers. Makes us harder to beat in like battles for players. How much do we get for boosting the... How much do we get if we win the FA Cup? Oh, shit. It's not a huge increase, but another million each for winning a single Carabao Cup and a single FA Cup match. That is not too bad. And I want to do that. It gives us another, what, total of £10 million? No! I don't know. They're fairly easy expectations. If I drop that one, because I want to avoid relegation. Nah, fine. Fine. Sorry, I'm keeping the Carabao Cup one. I'm not negotiating that one. But we have a recruitment meeting and a bunch of friendlies coming up. And our first match is against Burnley. Oh, wow. What an introduction to the Premier League. Welcome back, guys. It's Burnley. Right. Something else I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the calendar, check out the next month, and we're going to add more friendlies. We should get decent money for the loan rights, that's a good point. That's the training camp, so we can't arrange anything then. Yeah, the more matches that you arrange pre-season, the more dollar you get in. So, for example, we pay a fee of 322k for hosting Barca, but we get £500,000, which I think is worth it. Like, and you don't even have to play your best sides. Just gotta work out what's profitable. Fluminense is not profit at all. Let's do Barca. Okay. And Jesus Christ, Arlo. He's gonna have another one of his moments, I can feel it. And let's do Dortmund. Because we're twin with them. That makes sense, I think. Oi! Yeah, let's create that friendly. So that's more friendlies. Barca, Tunbridge, for some reason. Dortmund, Camber, Bochum, Cordoba, and then into Burnley. Which is fine by me. Right, meeting time. I don't have... Okay, we've got issues at left back, but we know that. And we need to improve at centre back. And we need to improve at right back. Midfield, shit ton of them. For some reason, Sarr is still there. Wings, fine enough. Centre forward, maybe we could do with adding one. There will be good money in the loan rights. That's without doubt, I think. I do want a new contract on Wilhelmsen. And I'm surprised that his contract is that short anyway. Klaassen, Max Aarons. Max Aarons could be a shout. Isn't he a right back? Klaassen I'm trying to sell. Drami I'm trying to sell. He's wanted by Oxford United on loan. That's nice, but he's going to go on the transfer list. Or a permanent move. Because I don't think he's good enough. Under 21s. Let's sort by... We got some big questions this time, haven't we? 18s. None of them are brilliant, so it's fine. Fernandez Macau on the loan list. I disagree because we need a bit of depth. Reduce Shax's asking price. Well, he's out of contract in a minute anyway. Attracting interest. This doesn't say Peru. Also, who wants Sam Greenwood? Because he's not available for a loan. Okay, that's fine. skip to recruitment focuses. I don't think we look weak in goalkeeper, so I'm not going to apply that one. I don't even see how that changes it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to make it worse. I'm not going to search for worse players, am I? End the meeting, because whenever it suggests that it is losing its mind. Teams accept friendly invites. Whey! Money, 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 money. Max Aarons. We could do with a right back, but he's very expensive. Right, player search. Let's have a look. These are the ones with the release clauses. And I sort of want to get Adarabioyo. But then again, he's only 3 stars, so I don't really want to invest in players that aren't good enough. Right, Eze is the one that we can do quickly. So that is one that I'm going to immediately pull. Because he's got a release clause, 24 million quid. I think he's very signable. Whether or not you do is a big question. Also, why is the wage budget that low? I swear we had a lot more room in the wage budget. It's the Lone Rats coming back. We're paying their wages again, aren't we? Right, I'll suggest 20 million. They think it's unacceptable. That's fine. That's their problem, not mine. 24 it is. And Eze will come to Leeds, in theory. Start negotiations. Important player, that's fine by me. Negotiate the contracts. You do not get a yearly wage rise. Clubs in the Champions League will have to pay... We'll default to 80. Fuck it. Lock it at that. We'll get a profit if we get relegated, so that I don't mind too much. I want to try and knock that down to 75. That wasn't good. Okay, let's do 85. Cool. You're an expensive boy, aren't you? Bit rich for our tastes, but that's not too bad. Leeds face late pressure to finalise as a transfer. Late pressure how? It's a release clause and we've agreed a contract. It's really not a problem for me. Bobby Clark, Vuta goes, Omabamadele. This is where we might need to use agents to sell the backstabbing rat men. We probably need a centre back in before Barca. Because otherwise it's a little bit tricky. Yeah, I'm not going to extend these loans. How's Montero gotten along? He's gotten worse. Okay, that's good. Christ. Wilhelmsen. I'm tempted to extend. But I also know I could probably find him a better deal. Sign Robin Koch. I'm not going to sign Robin Koch, I don't think. Especially since he's already signed a contract with someone. Which I wish he hadn't. Scouting update. 4 Nals for 13 million. What a signing that'd be. Let's go to list view. Jesus. I'm just going to discuss availability, right? Would want 300k a week and a relegation release clause of 40 million pounds. No, thank you. No. No thanks, Carrasco. Oh. Alright, De Vick has scored, but that doesn't really matter because he's out the window. Rodon did okay. Ampadu did alright. But I think they might be out of the Euros. Are they out of the Euros? Let's have a look. Wales out. Not a single win. Okay. This is why they should have picked Dan James and called him up. Did they? No. Did they bollocks? Sweden did their part of the job. They won their match, but were eventually dumped out of the Euros. Greece going through as top of their group is a nice surprise. France could be knocked out here. Playing Serbia. If they lose to Serbia, they're gone. Which would be very funny. Norwich making off of a Wharton. Oh, I don't want Wharton to move yet, because I'm not in a place to fight for him. Strike work permit decision date set. He's going to get a work permit, let's be honest. Players removed from the shortlist include John McGinn. I forgot I was interested in John McGinn a while ago. We do need a defensive midfielder. I'm just saying. Right. Loan deal set to expire. No one is interested in an extension, which is a pain in the arse because I kind of want to cock our friends out. Oh, that's a good point. Let's have a look. France. Second in the group. They won. But Serbia are through on good enough at being in third place. Lucky bastards. Strauch's happy with his new contract. He'd better be, because it was expensive. I would have quite liked that extra 10 million quid, you fucking lunatics. Sinistera, he's getting sold. Sorry, £66 million? Ayling's gone to Ipswich. That sort of makes sense, really, doesn't it? Aronson played like shit again. Okay, the last thing I need is to be looking for a centre-back and then see Man City are about to sign Militao. That's problems. But at least Darlow's looking for his National B licence, right? Right? That's a little bit scary. That's what we're up against. Yeah, Cock to Wolfsburg. Fine. Don't hugely care. Barca is closer than I want it to be. To the inbox. Palmer is not going to be signable. Matson is signable, but he wasn't really good enough when he was here. Dedic is a left back. We need a left back. Cheeky little pull. It's interesting because he's good. We need a left back. We probably don't have the money for Dedic. But it's interesting. We might. Ask agent about availability. Let's see. What do you think? No, shit. Never mind. Never mind. He doesn't want to come. End the poll. End the poll. Nothing happened here. One of our sports scientists is wanted. Great. I'm not going to ask him to stay because every single time I've asked someone to stay at my club, it's not happened. Expired contracts. Oh no. Oh no. The players that I knew were leaving have left. So long. Van den Heuvel's work permit's gone. I don't really. It's fine. Byram. Yeah, Byram. It was one where I asked the chat, and the chat said Byram gone. So Byram gone. Although, might be one that's useful to get back on a trial. Duvicus, not worth it. Bonanotte, worth thinking about. Because that's also low wage demands, isn't it? Let's see. Did we sign Buonanotte? Yeah, I don't hugely care about Mason Greenwood, I'll be honest. Monthly financial update. We're rich! Yeah, buddy! We got the Premier League money. Oh, don't be split on this one, chat. Don't do it to me. Also, if you're in chat and you haven't yet, go like the channel. Also, please subscribe to the other YouTube channel that I will continue doing these streams on at some point soon. That would be much appreciated and will let me do my streaming in an environment I've got a little bit more control over. I think. I mean, we didn't sell him and it wasn't our choice. Fuck off. Right. Gelhart's reported back from his loan. Fine by me. Vuba. I'll say there's no status. It'll find his value, then I'll relist him. Right, so there's a mechanic in this game, and I need to know what you guys think on it. Because it's one I can use to shift all of the dead weight. But it needs to be hiring intermediaries. Okay, 20 million quid for Vuba. That's profit. Al Hilal are ready to put an offer forward. So what do we think on selling Max Vuba to Al Hilal? I'll say I'd like to invite them to propose a deal, because realistically, Vuba and Al Hilal deserve each other. Christensen. Same thing. Let's generate a bit of interest. You can get offers between 7.5 million and 17.5 million. Let's have some offers. Go on then. Off you fuck. Pat Bamford. What? Pat, you were here. You've not returned. Oh, it's fitness conditioning. Right, okay. Kamara, we're going to keep. It's just no need to not keep him. Sinistera, I'm guessing we want to sell. Bournemouth is the interested club. Right. If I set it to no status set and then I reset to transfer listed. Surely a Saudi club wants Luis Sinistera. I'm going to confirm that because that's exactly the same as it was before. Oscar Gluck. Nice advanced playmaker, but we have too many central midfielders, so I can't sign him. Fortnightly meeting. Sure, fuck it, include the youth prospects, why not? Attend. Make Strike the captain. Llorente vice captain, no thank you. No. No. I'm going to hire an intermediary for Llorente because I really don't want him. You are listed and you are going to fuck off, please. Jaffe, sure, have some strength training. Amiri, whatever. Jablonski, is he the really good one? Yeah, he's the one with all the potential ability in the world. Yeah, we're training him as a left back, so that's fine. Cresswell has been hinting at wanting a new contract. He is only on 9k a week, so I don't mind having him get a new contract. We're keen on re-signing him. Between 23 and 28k a week is fine. Ideally, it's about 25. Wants to be a squad player. I'm not going to make him an important player just because we don't have a guarantee that he'll get good. Oh, shit. I forgot that all the returning players had... Right. Existing contract, no. Current offer... 24. Cool. 24. That'll do. If I don't know $10, will you delete the save? No. No, I will not. Because I'm enjoying this save. And I don't think you can dono $10 because the monetization on this channel broke. And that is part of why I'm going to the other one. At least with like a bunch of Leedsy content. Wilhelmsen should do a new contract. I absolutely agree. We should consider registering players. Yeah, we should probably register like all of the players, but we'll get there. Gruev loan list. I think Gruev sell, if I'm going to be completely honest. Rocker, off you fuck. Forgot you were here. Bye bye. 34 million quid for Rocker. Sell Rocker for 34 million. Yes or no? This feels like it's going to be a very quick poll. Because I know that people don't like Mark Rocker very much. I don't like Mark Rocker very much. Like, he's reasonable, but... Gonna wait until we got a couple more votes. Just because I want it to be more than, like, me being like, yes, I run the transfers here. Because I don't. We do. It's a group effort. Why not? Yeah, I think we invite San Sebastian to do a deal. Finish the meeting. Sinistera, I've tried to get rid of, but it's not quite happened yet. Rory Mahadi, you can go for the 21s. You're also too old, so you can go to whatever the next squad is for you. Montero has apparently been training well and showing signs he's making progress towards realising his potential. He's gotten worse. That doesn't make sense. Mellier's apparently gotten worse. Although, I'm not replacing Mellier. I like Mellier too much. We do have space for another scout, especially if we get rid of Craig and Andre Iore. What the fuck are you doing analysing data for me? Jesus. Right. You're a good enough scout. You can come in. Okay. Lemonakis. Please be a scout. Please. I know you're a performance analyst right now, but we can replace you. Did my director of football just point me towards a better director of football than him? Michael Edwards is really good at his job. Obviously, I'm going to try and sign him as a... What? Right, Kieran Dowler. Fine. Currently full, currently full, currently full, very full. Brilliant. Okay. Staff meeting, follow-up actions. Wilhelmsen wants a contract. Of course he does. Let's discuss the new contract. We're keen on a new contract. Thank you for the feedback. We want to give you a contract. We want to negotiate for a new contract. That's a very high wage. I can go 40k for you if you play 15 games. If you play 20 games. Fuck's sake. Right, I'll knock that down to 22. Whatever. Oscar, if you're going to be like that, fine. Fine. I don't have the energy. Right, clubs release players, including us. Oops. Right, which of these in a positions that we really need players? Aaron Cresswell. As free players go, not bad, not really good enough. Danny Bath from Norwich, not good enough. Let's just view the entire list of release players, shall we? Okay, this does not help. Because this does not give us an idea of who is good and who is bad. So fuck it. David Martinez nears the end of his contract. Now, to be fair, you can sign him on a free. If he'd get... no, he wouldn't get a work permit. Alright, never mind. As a set to sign, in your pot. Bosh. I'm gonna start with selling all of the peripheral players because they gotta go. Roter doesn't seem himself and he's down about Eze's arrival. Brilliant, of course he is. No, he's not going to take playing time away from you. If anything, you can go back to being a number 9, which apparently Football Manager thinks is what you do. So, sod it. Away to number 9 you go. Everyone is broadly happy. The only team leader is Ilan Melier, which feels very weird. Lovely little bit of semen is being recommended to me. From Stuttgart. But he'd be expensive, and I can't really make that move right now. Could we sign Livramento as that left back? Because we need left back, we need centre backs. It's tough. I don't hate that deal. That deal is not too bad. Offers made for Gluck, but he's not someone we're really looking at. Karim Kanate. Oh, shit. He's not going to be interested, no. Right. Sell Greenwood for 19 million quid. Yes, no, or I'm going to add an option of sell for at least 23. You see, I don't see much disagreement with the sale. Mark Ropka offer. I wonder if we can get you to 36. Yes, we can. Off you fuck, Mark. It's been quite a time, but you can leave forever now. Vuba, I want to try and sneak 22.5. Thank you. Craig Dean, don't usually care. Was he the one that wasn't very good anyway? Why so much? What? Do you mean for Greenwood? Why so much? Or do you mean why so much for the 19 of the 23? Because I'm happy to sell him for this much money because we're about to lose him to Middlesbrough for 1.5 last season. I absolutely do not mind selling him for 18. Why Sam Greenwood 90 mil? That's what I thought. I think we sell him. I'm selling him. Sorry, Sam, but you know, we need money. And he's not going to play, let's be honest. Oh, Diego, you thick fuck. He's wanting to buy Roma. Well, fucking Go to Roma then. Brilliant. You can get offers for however much. 14.5 million. How have we profited on Llorente? We signed him for 12, didn't we? Right. Salzburg stole over Gluck. I'm not going to be able to sign Gluck anyway. But we need to start genuinely looking at centre-back options now. Centre-back, left-back. So let's get scouting. Let's sort the recommendations. Let's get rid of all the recommendations. But sometimes they know what they're talking about, but not all the time. Players in range. Right, I'm going to... How do I save this as a filter? Save current filter as relegated. Just save it, and then I can double check it when it comes to it. But for now, unless we want to go for Anthony Robinson. Has Anthony Robinson already moved? He better not have already moved. No, he's still there. What? Oh, shit. There's interest from better sides. No more Salzburg players, please. Okay, yeah, fair enough. We'll make that a firm rule. Right. Do we want to try Tyrick Mitchell? Gonna end that poll. Gonna do another poll. Also, can someone send the Leeds lineup in the chat for me? I'm gonna say I want to sign Mitchell, if only because he not only takes a homegrown slot in the squad, which is huge, but he improves on what we have. I think Mitchell is a good step forward. If you guys do, obviously. Hint, hint. Please let me sign Tyrick Mitchell. Because we will have the money for it as well, I think. Wilhelmsen is wanted. Rocker has a bid for him. Klaassen isn't bid for yet. Llorente is about to be bid for. Pirou is apparently not currently wanted, which is bizarre. Christensen is on the way out, probably. Weber on the way out. Can't remember which of the other rat men. Fancy guessing the lineup. Okay, I will have a guess. And let me know if I'm right. I'll say Meslier, Gray right back, Rodon Strauch. Left back will be Spence, Ampadu, Kamara, Somerville, Pirou, Rutter, James. If I'm right, then you've got to go and subscribe to the other channel. You probably already are, but... And that's all of you. But if that's right, I'm very happy. Bang on. Hey, lovely. That was the one I predicted in my chat with Wayneman earlier. I'm very happy with. Oh, Mitchell. Those are some big wage expectations, my guy. We'll make you an important player. I want to remove that. Fine will be a stepping stone. I don't mind 81 million quid as the release fee either. We'll get rid of that. I want to whack you down to 75k if I can, without a yearly wage rise. I knew that'd be a hard sell. 81. Fan Debbie Dozy. That contract looks a lot more like I want it to now. Who's Al Harkon? Not good enough. Okay. Karim Kanate is the centre forward that I won't be able to sign. Chris Moore. You can go on them. Why not? Especially if they make you an important player. I think I'd rather just permanently sell Rasmus Christensen. You're not available for loan. Discuss generating market interest. Right, an intermediary can get me 22 to 29. Or 23 to 30, and he'll take less of a fee. Brilliant. Intermediary is... I'm not that patient, Udinese. Sorry about that. I want to see if I can push them to 14.5. Yes, I can. Fandabby Dozy. That's your rente out as well. Are there any surprises on the bench for Leeds? Finances weren't right. Technically, yeah, fine. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream shortly. We'll do it before the Barca match, I think, is a good time. Wharton has rejected Norwich. Interesting. Okay. Wharton might not mind a move to Leeds. Ayling on the bench. That makes sense. We've got very few fit fullbacks. So that just adds up. Not too much of a surprise. Darlow, Ayling, Cooper, Grove, Anthony, Gelhardt, Nonto, Joseph Bamford. Gelhardt back on the bench is good. That's a very aggressive bench as well. I'm guessing Cresswell is ill or something. But as the list of defensive players that aren't goalkeepers are Ayling, Cooper, Gruev. And even Gruev plays as a box-to-box in this system. Interesting. Pino. Oh, Jesus. 84 million. Never mind. Michael Edwards is going to West Ham as a performance analyst. That is a little bit of a piss take, but sure. Zeno de Bast. Oh, he's not going to come to us, is he? Craig Dean has opted to stay put. Was Craig Dean the one that I didn't want anymore? No, Craig Dean was the one that I very wanted. Okay, that's fine. Rasmus Christensen. I wonder if I can get QPR to pay 25.5. Not QPR, Palace to pay 25.5. No! Shit. You, Rainer Breaks, can guarantee a lot of money. We don't need defenders if we just score goals. Yeah, that was basically how we played in the second half of this save, wasn't it? It was just vibes like that. Oh, that's very vibes. Yeah, maybe we go to something a little bit more sensible for Barca. Maybe we go to the Gegenpress. That for some reason still has Mark Rocker. And, oh, this is going to be a big question. This is probably the last big question that we're getting of the stream. Does Jackie Harodona say goodbye? Because he is one of the lone rats. No mercy. Okay. If we're praising it like that, no mercy. Off you go, Jackie. Jackie is one that I will happily salute out of the door. No one considers a deal for him viable. Right, intermediary it is. Jesus. I'm happy here. Well, no, I'm not. I'm prepared to take my chances, for fuck's sake. Sure. Yeah, you can go to Wigan if you want. Rasmus, those are both loan offers, aren't they? Nope. You are going to leave permanently if you leave, Rasmus. And we could do with that money coming in. Derby make loan offer for Gelhardt. I still don't think he's good enough to play in our first team. So, yeah. Yeah. Derby seems right. Who's Huskovic? You're Huskovic. Hello. Is it Miros Huskovic really good? His finishing. Doesn't improve. Doesn't improve us. So it's fine. Compile match reports, accept. Greenwood to Leicester. Off you go. That's another 17 million in the kitty. Not a problem for me. Aberdeen signed Tom Lees. Why are we tracking Tom Lees? Holy shit, we just got £17,000 from Tom Lees. Cresswell is ill. Very realistic, I think, considering he's not on the bench for actual Leeds today. Al Ittihad make a Christensen offer. Hello. I think I can't say no to that, can I really? Bye-bye, Erasmus. 31 million quid for a fairly shit player. Let's be fair. Simon Jones has been offered a job as a scout. Wilhelmsen's signed a new contract. Ripoll is learning English. Llorente's failed a fitness test. Oh no. However, will we cope? Ideally, he copes at Palace. I don't want to manage this friendly, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to staff responsibilities. Matches. Cool, Herman Gerland is covering the Barca match, so it's not my problem anyway. Hold on to a draw, 2-2. Hey man, look at Adam Wharton from Blackburn. I would look at Wharton, and I'm tempted by Wharton, I've got to be honest. But we've got areas of the squad where we've got slightly bigger issues. And I think first season needs to be one about survival. So if I take a look in central midfield, we've got Redondo, Gray. We've not got Sarr, so I don't know why it's saying we've got Sarr. So what I'm going to do is... Right, remove Palmer. Remove Lingard. Okay. Remove Papi Matar. Remove Palmer. Oh my god, why is Papi Matar in every single position? Gullickson. I was not fully aware of Gullickson. Hey, I'm here now. How long are you going to be streaming? It wasn't going to be for long, but now it looks like it could be. Ooh, hello. Gullickson is a very good shout. What's your Bayern United predictions? There's one United and it's Leeds, but outside of that, I think that the team from Manchester are going to get pumped, to be completely honest with you. Oh, shit. Okay, that is a lot that they're asking for here. But he's already 4-star. 750k after that long isn't a problem. Remove that. We'll give them the 30%, that's fine. Because that's of profit. 5 million. Brilliant. Yeah, Gullickson's a good shout. Thank you for that. That was a very good call. Naipan is someone I've also looked at, but I'm not able to sign him until the January window. Because okay. Right. Okay. That's fun. So now we need to find a centre-back. How did the Euros search go? Who have we found? Damsgaard, Breyer, Scott McKenna. But no one that is like elite. Spencer's finally playing. Yeah, I quite like that. That's good. Gullickson accepted. Fan Dabby Dozy. I want to make an important player, and I don't necessarily want to be a stepping stone if I can help it. Star player is fine. Oh, piss. Guess who clicked too many times? Shit. Lautaro Blanco. I think I've heard that now. Elche. Is not good enough by a long way. Reasonable numbers, but that does not do the job. Sinistera is now wanted by Bournemouth for a transfer, so if I can force that move. Right. Offer for an unspecified amount of money to Bournemouth. And hope, pray, that they come up with enough cash. Bayern signed Gluck, because of course they do. Because he is a player in Germany or Austria that has some promise about him. Udinese make an approach for Vuba. He's already off to Al Hilal, so nah. Loan deal for Sinistera. Well, I don't think you're available for loan, Sinistera. I think it's going to have to be permanent or nothing. So I'm going to reject that, because that's not good enough. Huskovic offer. I'm not after Huskovic. Papi Matasar's on the transfer list, but I don't think he played enough to be worthwhile for us, to be honest. Especially since he's a central midfielder, and we have enough central midfielders. I honestly don't mind Gelhardt on loan to Huddersfield. That is something that sort of makes sense to me, I think. Columbia Sinistera update. What positions do you need? I have a midfielder and a winger. Neither of those, unfortunately. Centre back, left back, they're the sort of vibe at the minute. So I think what I'm going to do is... We tried to sign Tyrick Mitchell and that didn't work out. Right, we'll clear that again. Find a centre back that wants a move. And is good. And is ideally quite promising. Klosterman isn't bad. Klosterman is good. That's tempting, but the tackling isn't quite what I'm after. Rugani on a free could be a very good shout. Never mind, he's not as good as I thought he was. How about we check for anyone that's even unsure about the move? Lianco could be good. Branthwaite is very good, but... Wouldn't mind a move for Kabak, but that's 32 million quid. Weirdly, Dyer could be not awful as well. Ruggeri for left back. Restes as centre back. What, the goalkeeper? I'll give Ruggeri a look. He's at Atalanta in this save. At Milan and usually doesn't play. Is he at Milan? Am I looking at a different Ruggeri? Not Rugaru. There we go. Ruggeri. Strasbourg, centre back. Issue is we're not looking at wonder kids at the minute. We're looking at people that can start like immediately. And he's got promise. But I don't know if he can start. Looking at people that just slot into the side. I mean, Rodon at 9.2 is just... It feels like it makes sense. I'll give Diamande a look. Oh, he's good. What about Nacho? Is a bit old, but could definitely start. Yeah. He's not interested. He's just signed a new contract. Maybe worth having another chat in the future if the conversation doesn't pan out. Okay. I'll check out the left back spot now. I still think Anthony Robinson makes sense. But he's more interested in the other moves, is he? Makes sense for depth. It does. Does Udogie want to move? I think Udogie makes sense. So I'm going to do a poll. Sign Udogie, yay or nay? Once we know, we know. For Nipon, I had him as my top transfer target, scouted him continuously till 18, then loaned him in January. That works. That's something that I'm looking at doing. I've got him, I think, as my top transfer target at the minute. Angelino is a good player. He is. But he's more, I think, short term. Plus, isn't he Red Bull? It was Esteve. Oh, okay. Udogie. Esteve, the French centre back. Let's have a look. Montpellier. He could definitely start. Right, what I'm going to do is, because I need to finish, keen on signing him, 34 and 41. Release clause, that sounds alright to me, to be honest with you. So I'll make an offer of 15. Brilliant. And I think we make a move for a left back as well. I'm going to slightly change things. Plays for Galatasaray. In that case, I'm not going to sign him. Because that's not really a link I hugely want. Right. Or third option. Arana's not as fast as I'd really want. Right, who's top of the recommended? Right, I'm going to check the shortlist. The shortlist of really good players that might want to move. Of all the Wonder Kids. Is it general? No. Scout, transfer. Yeah, why not? That'll do. Hickey, no. Walker Peters, no. Yeah, sod it. That'll be my poll. And this will decide who we try and sign. Is it Destiny Udogie or is it Anthony Robinson? Both of which I think are fairly decent signings. How much money do we have? Currently 29 million, but realistically, a hell of a lot more. Doig is also good. Let's have a look at Doig. At Verona. Oh, he is. But I think chat's saying Udogie. Okay. And then we will use the shortlist later. Not later, but next stream, whenever that's going to be. To continue, but I think the last thing I'm going to do is give this a finish. So, Udogie on. And this will be the final poll. Loan or permanent. And start the poll. I'm tempted by a permanent move. I've got to be honest. Because we've got the money. It's just whether or not we think it makes sense. Score predictions for tonight. I said in my chat with Joe earlier that I honestly think 3-1 or something along those lines. Whether or not it happens, we'll find out. But right, it's looking like a permanent. So I am going to make a offer to Spuds. 25, I think. Oh, shitters. Why is that going up? That was not meant to be going up. Nice little brain fart moment there. How about 28 and then your weird profit percentage? Are you going to be streaming the match tonight? I am not, I'm afraid. No, I'm going to be just watching along, I think. Not in a watch along, I realise that might have been confusing. But yeah, I'm just going to be giving it a watch. Nothing special. But yeah, I think that's going to finish up the stream for now. So, save the game. And yeah, next stream, I believe I will do over on the other channel, the Joe Blackburn one, that I'm going to pop in the chat now. So if you could go over there, that'd be much appreciated. Drop a subscribe. That'd be fantastic. I'm trying to get that into a viable place where I can consistently make content over there instead. You're welcome, Pazuriel. Hope you enjoyed. Like if you haven't yet, subscribe over on the other one if you haven't yet, and on here as well. I would say become a channel member, but that's not available to me right now, so sod it. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. If I can end the stream.